You might be wondering where I've been, but I've fooled the internet. No trade recaps, no YouTube videos for a whole week. All right, anyway, here's my trade recap for Wednesday, June 10th. So let's get into it. Starting the daily time frame here. Going into the day, I was bearish. And if you just saw what I had on my screen before, I took a long. So I'll explain that in a moment. But going into the day today, I was bearish because we were expecting this bearish for value gap on the daily time frame. And even though we'd already taken the sell side, we had been continuing lower, and there wasn't really much in the way of highs to target unless we wanted to target all the way up there. But seeing how we've been respecting this bearish price action, I didn't want to long against that. So yeah, basically, my bias today was bearish, and yeah, I had this low marked out, although this was a little far, and then I had this swing low at the time marked out, and yeah, 1 hour now. Uh, on the 1 hour, I didn't really have too much marked out. It was just kind of like, this 4 hour for rally up there. Um, yeah, we'd seen this sweep up there that pushed us lower. And we had already like mitigated this 1 hour gap, but based on this reaction, that's not really gonna keep us lower. So I was expecting us to tap into this 1 hour or at least just this 4 hour up here. And yeah, I had this low resistance liquidity marked out here too. So 15 minute, yeah, LRL all marked out there. And now getting into this here, market open. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention we had CPI earlier. So we have the CPI data high up here. There was data lows too, but I wasn't really concerned about them because they're not as prominent. So you can see this data high up here. It's much more prominent. So yeah. Anyway, market opens here. We take out this 15-minute intermediate term low. We revisit this 15-minute for value gap, and we hit the 0.618 level on the Fibonacci. And I've been kind of using this a little bit more like recently, but like using the Fibonacci, using these levels is not going to be like an end all be all kind of thing. This is just more of, I guess, an extra confluence, just like the cherry on top. So yeah, 5 minute. Let's see what's going on here. So yeah, tapped in this 5 minute as well. Talk about the 5 minute intermediate term low. The 15-minute intermediate term low was more significant though because on the higher time frame, but same idea. So yeah. I originally did have my take profit right here, which would have been about 1.12 risk to reward. And the reason why I moved it all the way up to the 4 hour unmitigated fair value gap for a 3.08 risk to reward was one, because I figured we were going to revisit that gap anyway. And especially because we had this low resistance liquidity leading up to it. And when you have this low resistance liquidity leading up to a significant high or just a significant area in the market that you should be taking out, that's just, a good sign that it's going to get taken out. So yeah, basically I had my take profit up there, or that's why I moved it up there. And I actually took two trades today. So let me just explain that real quick. This first trade that I took, if we can ever find it, well, they're both based off the exact same idea, but the first trade that I took, let's just turn on executions. Yeah. First trade I took, we enter right about in here after this little 1 minute inverse, and I don't want to go to the 30-second because I'm gonna have to scroll all the way over. So it was a 1 minute and a 30-second inverse. So we entered there. We went break even on, once again, it was on the 30-second. So this is the 30-second intermediate term high. Yeah. Anyway, um, I went break even quick here because originally I was only targeting this high. So that made sense for that trade. But when I went break even there, I mean, even if I had went break even at this data high, it wouldn't have really like mattered that much, you know, because either way I would have got break even on this. But the reason why I re-entered is because we didn't disrespect this trade idea. Like this trade idea was still valid. Like going break even at this 530 CPI data high that's valid because that is a point in the market where price could potentially reverse. That is a significant level on the market. So going break even there was valid. And then by coming down here, tapping into this 15-minute or this 15-minute, this 1 minute for value gap, and then inversing back up to the upside on the 30 second, that doesn't like get rid of the trade idea. That just continues the trade idea. So then basically I re-entered somewhere like right around here, like towards the top of this candle, and I just put a stop loss down there, like below this low here. And yeah, from there I was targeting the 4 hour unmitigated for value up, and I had to sit through all of this chop. Like maybe about halfway through this, I had to go to the bathroom. I took forever in there. It took like 10 minutes maybe to come back, and we're still in this trade. So that was something like that's never happened before. This is probably the longest trade I've ever taken. Definitely the longest trade I've ever taken on the eval. So yeah, and I did exit a little bit earlier here, a little bit early here. It was about 29,173. So yeah, you can see that. Okay, yeah, so it's right around where my little line is here, my crosshair, I guess you'd say. So I exited there simply because ES had taken it out sooner. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah. So there's an SMT with ES, and I basically just exited the trade right away once I saw ES take out this high because the last thing I'd want is for us to create an SMT. I might take profit and then just reverse all the way down and just destroy all this waiting that I did. So yeah, I took profit a little early there, so I lost, or I didn't lose, but I missed out on about $100, but that's not a big deal. Like, I'd rather sacrifice $100 to actually make a winning trade. So anyway, took profit a little bit early there, and let's just look at performance stats now. So last week we're up to about 2.2K. This week on Monday, as you'll see in the vlog that I'll be posting, who knows when. I'm still working on it right now, but I kind of vlogged myself a little bit on that day, hoping to pass because we are about $430 away. And we basically, no, not 430, we were like 380 away, something like that. Anyway, I was just trying to like, I guess, take whatever I could. And that did not work, of course, because I lost $700. And then today we made that back plus a little bit. So that puts us about, where are we, like, where's our total? I don't know. We're like, how much are we away? 230. That's right. 230 away. We're $230 away from passing. So I'm hoping to get that either tomorrow or on Friday. I'm not going to just do the same thing where I scalp some random stuff. I'm going to actually try and wait for a real setup. And yeah, other than that, I don't really think there's anything else I want to cover. Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't make any trade recaps for all these days. I'm not sure if I made any for like the last few days in here either. I can't really remember. It's just like a matter of me being really busy with school, and I just got employed. So that's another thing to add on to my busyness. So yeah, hopefully in the summer I'll be able to make a lot more trade recaps when I don't have school. But for now, I think that is just about all. So let's make myself bigger. Thank all of you guys for watching this video and expect more trade recaps out of me maybe in like a few weeks when school's over, and expect a vlog to come within the next maybe 2 or 3 weeks because I'm working on it right now. I am part of the way done right now. So yeah, with that being said, peace out.